Now we're in contract prior to contingencies being removed. Now we're in business. This is getting exciting, isn't it? But don't get too excited just yet. It's time for us to go through the contingency timeframes.
The buyer will now apply for their loan, have the inspections on the property, and review all the reports and disclosures. This typically takes somewhere between 7 and 15 days, depending on what was initially agreed upon in the contracts. In some cases, when you're dealing with a very desirable home that has multiple offers, we can negotiate that there are shorter or no contingencies, but this isn't quite as common as we would like.
During the contingency timeframes, the buyer can back out of the home if they are not happy with what they discover on any of the reports, the disclosures, or the inspections they are having done. After reviewing the reports and having the inspections done, this is typically when the buyer would be asking for repairs, or they could possibly be asking for credits for things that they found during these inspections. The buyer also has the option to back out of the home if they choose, or if they have a request that we cannot come up with a mutual agreement between the buyer and seller, they can choose to back out.
Also, if they are not able to qualify for the loan, or if the home does not appraise and we cannot come up with a mutually agreed upon price regarding the appraisal, the buyer can also back out as well. You need to understand that if a home does not appraise for the contractual amount, that the lender will only loan on the appraised value, and obviously they take that into consideration when what the buyer is actually qualified for. Any additional money required would need to be made up from the buyer, or the seller would have to agree to adjust the contractual price.
Again, unless you have countered out any of these contingencies and they are not made a part of the original contract or counteroffer, the buyer has the right to back out of the home. And as a seller, we cannot retain their deposit. This is why it's essential to hire agents like ourselves who know how to properly vet buyers and their offer, and who ask the right questions and have the right conversations with the agent and the lender. The buyer's deposit is only at risk if they have officially removed all their contingencies. So, we always advise our clients not to start packing their bags until all contingencies have been removed.
Also, be sure to get contingencies removed as soon as possible and stay within the contractual timelines as much as you can. Once contingencies are removed, well, now you can feel a little bit of relief and have more assurance that the home sale is actually going to go through. You should be moving soon. Watch below to see what is next and what to expect, and feel free to personally reach out to us so that we can get more detail about you, find out what your needs are, and how we can properly serve and advise you. And as always, remember, we're making a difference with every move.